Low back pain is an epidemic, and as someone who spent the majority of my 20s and my 30s with debilitating low back pain, I've obviously tried everything out there. And these are the 3 worst exercises that everyone seems to turn to first when dealing with their lower back pain that you need to avoid, and I'm about to tell you why. First up, we have the bird dog, and this seems to be the first exercise that everyone does. This is where you're going to be in that quadruped position, and you're trying to move your arms and legs, but without using your lower back. Well, how can you fix your lower back if you never actually move your lower back? So instead, we want to use the spine car, which is basically going to take your spine through all its greatest ranges of motion, but the key is you got to make sure it's pain-free and without any kind of pinching. Next up, we got the clamshells. And man, I see this all day, every day. But if you think that just training your glute med, which is that little piece of stuff on the bottom of your butt cheek, is going to help with your lower back, you're in for a rude awakening. Instead, if you want to get your hips to move better, you have to move your entire hip through its greatest range of motion. Not just an abduction and external rotation, but instead you got to make sure you move it through everything that the hip can do if you want to actually cause your lower back to change. The last thing on our list, and it's probably the worst one, is the cobra pose. Now there's nothing actually bad with this exercise, but if you got lower back problems, this is something you're definitely going to want to avoid because the cobra pose is all about taking your lower back into extension. And if your lower back is already a little irritated, going into excessive extension is just going to make matters worse. Instead, we want to get the lower back not to do as much work. And the best way to do that is by getting your pelvis to move, more specifically pelvis rotations. And that's what this exercise is all about. And that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think are the worst exercises for lower back pain. Give us a like and a subscribe because we have way more content coming at you guys.